Our own Armando Trull live on the scene with the latest. Armando?
Well, Derek, this is the intersection of 14th Street and Constitution, and as you can see, it is totally closed down. Take a look at all of the fire and EMS units that are here throughout the area. That is the Commerce Department that you're looking at. It's one of the biggest federal buildings. It takes up an entire block. It was under renovation when this fire began. The fire itself was put out in 20 minutes. Now we're talking about a hazmat containment effort. The call went out around 8 o'clock Thursday night. A fire at the Commerce Department.
Íbamos a trabajar al piso 4, íbamos caminando y sentimos tufo a humo, a cable quemado.
I was on the 4th floor and smelled smoke, and when I went down to the 3rd floor, it was black with smoke. I think it was an electrical fire. Dozens of firefighters responded at multiple points throughout the building, which is under renovation. They found the fire was in a section of the building undergoing asbestos removal.
That elevated this incident to a different level, bringing in specialized teams to go in to decon our personnel.
And as you can see, each and every one of the firefighters that went into that building that's under renovation had to be washed off with special chemicals to get off any asbestos fiber that they might have gotten on their bodies.
You're deconing asbestos. You're standing in the fan, so you might be breathing it in. Why don't you move away from this area, please? Thank you.
In fact, the onlookers had to be moved away by firefighters to avoid asbestos contamination.
Right now, the building is shut down. It's going to be shut down for some time. We are going to go back in along with GSA and some of their teams and start sampling and to determine if we have any asbestos contamination throughout the building.
And it looks like those containment and testing efforts might take a few hours, so we've got a lot of work. Now, we've got a vehicle backing up behind us, so we're going to move out. Want to make sure that we don't get hit. This is an active scene right here. But the bottom line, Derek, is that we're not really sure when things here are going to get back to normal. Back to you.
Armando, Anita here. Any word about Department of Commerce workers? Should they go to work in the morning?
I think right now that question is still up in the air because the testing process has two phases. First of all, they're going to have some folks in there testing the air, and they have equipment here now that they can basically sample that air and get a sense of how safe it is. But then they will also take some of those air samples and send them to a lab elsewhere. That could take a long time. It could be an overnight process. And they're not going to let anyone back into this building until they're absolutely safe, that they're absolutely sure that the air is safe. So right now, can't answer that question for you.
All right, Armando Trull, thank you very much.